Sometimes, history's darkest moments never reach the headlines, but the skies remember. It was July 11th, 1991, a bright morning at King Abdulaziz International Airport, Saudi Arabia. A Canadian-registered DC-8 aircraft, operated by Nationair Canada, stood ready for takeoff. On board were 247 Nigerian Muslim pilgrims returning home after the Hajj, and 14 Canadian crew members. Their flight number was Nationair Flight 2120. Destination, Sokoto, Nigeria. For many, this was the journey home, the final step after weeks of holy pilgrimage. Families were smiling, exhausted, but grateful. No one knew they were minutes from one of Africa's worst air tragedies. At 8:28 a.m., the plane lifted off the runway. But even before leaving the ground, something was wrong. One of the tires on the left landing gear had been underinflated. The heat of takeoff caused it to burst, and friction set fire to the wheel assembly. The crew didn't notice. They were already climbing into the sky. As the aircraft rose, the fire spread silently through the wheel well, burning wires, melting metal, and eating into the cabin floor. Soon, passengers began coughing from smoke. Flight attendants tried to stay calm, unaware the entire underside of the aircraft was already burning. At 7,000 feet, the cockpit filled with alarms. Captain Morwood radioed back to the tower. "We're on fire. We're coming back to Jeddah." The plane turned, struggling to stay in the air. But every second, the flames grew stronger. Witnesses on the ground later said they saw a trail of fire behind the plane, like a comet falling backward through the sky. Inside, chaos. Passengers prayed in English, Arabic, and Hausa. One survivor who was near the exit said, "The air turned black. Fire was coming from the floor. Some people tried to open the doors, others just prayed." At 9:05 a.m., just minutes before reaching the runway, the plane lost all control. It hit the desert hard, breaking apart and exploding in a fireball that lit the morning sky. All 261 people on board were killed instantly. It became the deadliest DC-8 crash in history and one of the darkest chapters in Nigerian aviation. Investigators later discovered the truth: neglect. The tire had been dangerously underinflated. The engineers had seen it and ignored it. A simple act of care could have saved 261 lives. In Jeddah, the victims were buried in a mass grave. No bodies were returned home, only memories and silence. Back in Nigeria, hundreds of families waited by the radio, hoping for a miracle that never came. Their loved ones had gone to worship and never returned. Sometimes the sky takes what we love the most and leaves behind silence. This is Hidden Chronicles, where forgotten people come to life. Subscribe and follow for more real historical stories.